Good morning, everyone. I am so happy to see you today. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas break and very, very, very happy New Year to you. Well, today we're going to do a very special project. We are going to make a polar bear, which kind of reminds me, the polar bear reminds me a lot, and I know how much you guys love, 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 love my Mr. Panda books. So we're using the black and white, just like Mr. Panda, on our polar bear. And black and white are neutral colors, and that's what I want you to know. And if I mix black and white together, what do I get? You're right, gray. Black is a neutral color, white is a neutral color. That means they get along with all the colors. So let's get started to make our polar bear with our neutral colors, black and white. So remember, get your art space ready if you're at home. If you're at school, clear your iPads away and let's get ready to get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready. Good job. Well, let's review our lines because we're going to need to know our lines. Remember, we always have to know our lines. What's this line? You're right, the dot. Straight, hop, snake, jump, zigzag, and that zigzag line over the holidays turned into a dragon, and let me tell you, he went crazy around the art room. Never, ever, ever leave the zigzag line on my board ever again. So dot, straight, hop, snake, jump, zigzag. So result, stare, wave, and Mrs. Owen's favorite, the spiral. It's still my favorite line, and my favorite color is green. Nothing's changed in 2021, okay? Good job for remembering your lines. You guys are awesome. Well, today to start our polar bear, on my paper, and let me see where I have everything. Here we go. I think the dragon moved my things over the holidays. This is portrait. We're going to make our polar bear portrait. Remember, this is portrait. This is landscape. Portrait, landscape. We're going to turn our paper portrait. Now, if you're at home and you don't have colored paper, you can get a sheet of white paper and a black marker or a black crayon, whatever color you want, and you can draw exactly what I'm cutting out. It doesn't matter. You can use paper, you can use your pencil and your crayons or your markers. If you don't have black and white paper, you can make a blue polar bear or a pink polar bear. You can make your polar bear whatever color you want to make it, okay? Don't think you have to have exactly what I have. That's what's fun about art. We get to be different. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, if you're in school with me, is with a black paper. And I'm going to give you a piece of chalk. Everybody's going to have one piece of chalk. We're not going to share the chalk. We're all having one piece of chalk. This is going to be fun. Well, on my black paper, because it's black, my pencil won't show. With my chalk, I am going to make a great big jumping line. A great big jumping line. I went all the way up and all the way down. And then inside, I'm going to make a smaller jumping line. All the way up and all the way down. Kind of looks kind of like a house with a door, doesn't it? Like a little mouse hole. Then I'm going to take my scissors and cut it out. Does it have to be perfect? No. When I cut, do I turn the paper or the scissors? You're right. I turn the paper. And now I'm going to cut out the inside. And this is going to be the body of my polar bear, okay? So I'm going to put dots of glue. Remember, we only use dots of glue. Don't put lines, don't put zigzags, definitely in these corners. And I'm going to glue my polar bear's body. Now my polar bear's head, we're going to make white. And I'm going to cut a circle. If I want a big circle, remember, do I start in the middle? No, I start in the corner. Go all the way around, turning the paper all the way around. And there's my polar bear's head. Now there's not any corners on my circle, so how many dots am I going to use? You're right, 1. And there is my polar bear's head. And again, if you have different colors at home, you can use different colors. It doesn't have to be the black and white. But here at school, we're going to use the black and white. My polar bear animals have snouts. We don't call them noses, we call them snouts. We have noses. Our noses don't stick way out here, thank goodness. So with a smaller square, I'm going to put my scissors on the corner, turn the paper, not the scissors, and I have a snout. Remember, animals have snouts, not noses. Whoa! Get back up there, silly polar bear. For his eyes, remember our magic trick? Let's see who remembers it from 2020 to 2021. I'm going to fold my paper and make my tent. If I want two the same, I'm going to cut on the open end. Let's see if the magic trick works. Ta-da! I got two the same. Same size, same shape. Guess what? That's congruent. That's a great big 5th grade word. Yay! You're so smart. Same size, same shape is congruent. Our eyes are the same. They are congruent. 1 dot of glue because there's no corners. And again, if you're drawing it at home, you can make green eyes or blue eyes or brown eyes. My polar bear needs some ears. So with the white paper, same thing. I'm gonna fold it, well, come on, white paper. I'm gonna fold it in half and make a tent. If I want it congruent, do I cut on the fold or the open side? Right, the side I go inside the tent. And just like the body of our polar bear, I cut a jumping line, and I have 2 congruent ears. Whoops. Here's an ear. And I'm going to kind of fold it so it sticks out. And here's an ear. And I'm going to fold it so it sticks out. He's looking so cute. But now he's in the snow. We have to put snow at the bottom. We're gonna tear the snow because snow is all rough. It doesn't ever go in a flat line. So with our white paper, I'm just going to tear. And I can glue that at the bottom. And my polar bear is walking in the snow. I'm going to put my dots in the corner. Remember, dots of glue. And I'm going to glue my snow. Now my polar bear is walking in the snow. Now, do you remember that white piece of chalk I gave you? Watch what we're going to do with the white chalk. we're going to make snowballs. Ah, it's snowing. Little tiny balls of snow are going to come down. And we're going to use one finger to blend. With chalk, we don't go like this. We go in little tiny circles to blend the chalk. I'm going to make a circle of chalk, and I'm going to take my finger and blend it in. I can even put it on my polar bear. A circle of chalk and one finger to blend that in. Do you see that? I'm going to add chalk, snowballs, all over my picture. Now, if you're at home and you don't have chalk, you can use a white crayon. You don't even have to use white. Let's say I have a blue or a purple. I can make a purple snowball. It doesn't have to be white. It can be a crayon. It doesn't have to be chalk. I'm going to add a purple one up here. Remember to always go in little tiny circles. I'm going to add a blue one and go in little tiny circles. That's pretty. Oop. It's snowing on my polar bear's face. It's snowing on my polar bear's face. Ooh, let's see if it can snow on his nose. Yep, it's snowing on his nose. And after you make all of your snowballs, you can put them wherever you want to put them. We can add cotton balls, just like we added to our Polar Express train. And remember, when you add cotton, put the glue on the paper, not the cotton ball. And do you remember what that word is when we glue lots of different things on our paper? You're right, collage. I have paper, I have chalk, I have, whoops, I did it the wrong way, didn't I? Put it on the paper. And now I'm adding cotton balls. So it's really, really snowing on my polar bear. He is really, really getting covered in snow. If you have yarn at home, I can add yarn to this, just like I did to my train. I can add anything extra that I want to add to my polar bear to show that it is snowing. I even added some glitter to show that it's really, really snowing and really cold outside. So I hope you have fun making your polar bear. Send me a picture in Schoology because I love to see him. I kind of miss seeing him all over Christmas break, so I'm so excited to see all your pictures again. And remember, if you're at home, you can use pencil or crayon or marker. You can use any color of paper you have. You don't have to have black and white to do it. But I do want you to know that black and white are our neutral colors, which means they get along with everybody. They get along with all the primary colors, and they get along with all the secondary colors. And when we glue lots of things on a piece of paper, that's called a collage, okay? So I hope you have fun making it, and I will see you next week. Bye.